Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a fascinating study that explores how our cultural backgrounds influence our emotional responses, specifically when it comes to dealing with negative emotions. This research uncovers some intriguing insights into why people in different parts of the world handle their negative experiences in unique ways. So let's get started. First off, let's talk about rumination. It's that mental habit where we keep going over and over negative experiences, thinking about their causes and consequences. Now, this concept is divided into two main types: trait rumination and state rumination. Trait rumination is like our general tendency to ruminate, while state rumination is more about what we do in the moment when we're feeling down. Past studies have shown that trait rumination is linked to higher levels of depression and anxiety, especially in Western countries. But here's the twist. This new study suggests that the impact of rumination varies depending on where you're from. The research found that while rumination is generally associated with lower daily well-being, this link is stronger in the United States compared to Japan. This means that people in the US might be more prone to the negative effects of rumination, while their Japanese counterparts seem to handle it differently. Now, let's break down why this matters. Well, for one, it challenges the idea that rumination is universally bad. In Western cultures, rumination is often seen as a sign of personal failure or incompetence. But in East Asian cultures, it's viewed as a way to learn from mistakes and improve. So, the same behavior can have different meanings and outcomes depending on the cultural lens. The study used a cool method called ecological momentary assessment to track people's rumination behaviors in real time. They sent participants frequent prompts via a smartphone app to rate their current feelings and behaviors. This allowed researchers to get a closer look at how rumination unfolds in everyday life, and the results were eye-opening. In the first study, American students showed a stronger link between rumination and depressive symptoms, while Japanese students didn't show the same connection. This suggests that the way we process negative emotions might be culturally influenced. The second study, which included students from St. Louis and Tokyo, replicated these findings, further solidifying the cultural differences in rumination. One interesting detail is that while daily rumination was linked to lower well-being in both countries, the negative association was weaker in Japan. This means that Japanese students reported higher daily well-being scores despite engaging in rumination. So, it's not just about the act of rumination. It's also about how our culture shapes our interpretation of it. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. The study authors suggest that not all forms of rumination are the same. Some are characterized by self-blame, making them more harmful. Others are more oriented toward self-reflection and personal growth, which can be less harmful and even beneficial. Cultural beliefs likely play a role in which form of rumination people adopt. But here's the catch. This study only looked at students from the US and Japan. Expanding the research to include participants from other nations and demographics would give us a clearer picture of how cultural values shape emotional regulation. It's important to remember that these findings might not apply to other populations or age groups within these regions. In conclusion, this study highlights the complex interplay between culture and emotional regulation. It challenges our assumptions about rumination and shows that our cultural backgrounds significantly influence how we process and respond to negative emotions. So, the next time you find yourself ruminating, remember that it's not just about you. It's also about the culture you grew up in. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time.